Hi, so welcome back to my Roots of Pacha game. So today I'll be walking you through my farm, navigating through the animal area that I have, and then what are the buildings there, how did I get them, and then walking you through my actual farm. So I have my trees farm, and I have my crops farm, and I also have my artisan part of the farm. And then I'll also discuss regarding the how you decorate your house basically. So I'll just do a random farm walkthrough because I'm already done with most of my decorations. I'm basically just working on upgrading my tools, but nevertheless, most of the stuff I've already um, executed already. So yeah, so while waiting for it to load, I think majority of the achievements or necessary quests I've already accomplished on my second year. So the third year was more of just making things pretty. So I've started my game here in this house because I passed out the previous day trying to decorate everything. So I'm just basically spending my time decorating. So given that I've already completed most, and as you can see, I have so much money. So I just tend to buy all the seeds so that when I get to the point where it's a new season, I no longer have to what do you call this find the seeds or wait, or like I guess not fully maximize my farm plots because I don't have enough seeds. So in this screen, you will see which season this specific seed belongs to. So for sunflower, they are planted, or they grow on summer and on fall. So I believe tomato grows in spring and summer. So you have to take note of the seeds that technically grow on different seasons because at least my strategy is that I tend to keep a lot of these seeds that extend to the next season, just so when the next season hits, I still have so much that I can harvest. So yeah, so I guess that's so. I'll just buy this one, and I guess for based from my research as well. So actually did not figure this out on my own. So I'm using a controller. So if you click on the right screen, like right button, like R1, you can navigate through the trees. So you can actually plant the trees themselves. Although in a normal setup, they're found on the different biomes. So we have the desert biome, we have the forest, and we have the beach. So on what I usually do, since I tend to have lots of wine, I buy the beach sapling, which is this one. Since this this is the like hardwood tree. This will generate hardwood once you cut them down. So yeah, so there's also like I'm still picking this up even though I'm buying it majority of it, but yeah, and then you have to take note of those random herbs that grow on the side. So this is my animal area. So as you further progress in the game, you have this so-called learning station. So the learning station is sort of the same as the Junimos in Stardew Valley, but here it's more of the kids or like the children in this town doing the work for you. So basically, if you place them near a farm crop or like farm crops, they will do harvesting. They will turn on the like the irrigation thing, and then but for me, I tend to use it for my animals so that they keep my animals happy. So this is the barn, and then these are the items that are being collected by this barn. So basically each barn once so the animal shed or the barn starts off small. When it's small, you have to manually get the resources from your animals, and usually there's like a cloud prompt on their heads saying that they're ready to be shed, like their fur can be cut, or you can get what else, and you can get milk, something like that. So but this one, since this is already a large animal shed, so technically the harvest part is already automatic, and I placed the learning station here, which means that the kids will be harvest like making the animals happy. So learning stations, these, so you basically have to fund them. So you have to place contributions to them. So for example, for this one, if I click on add materials, so these are the number of contributions needed for the kids to work on, or like to basically to do the job that you tasked them to for this one, for the learning station. So the learning station can be funded for 28 days max, which is technically one whole season. So this has been ongoing for 12 days since the max allowable contribution is 12, and it's already technically 12th of summer. So for those that has learning stations, I'll no longer make them happy. So this is my animal farm. So this is my what do you call this? The boar. So you have the options to keep the animals inside or free will. So when they're tagged as free will, they will just roam around here outside. And you can also keep them inside. So for this one, since I saw one boar here that has that is sick, so I'll show how you guys can heal that. So I'll basically keep them inside for now, because I think around 8 a.m. they go out. And since I haven't talked to all of them yet, so I will just have to keep them inside for now. I'll let them out later. So in the topic of animals, you have to create these what do you call this? I forgot what this is. Herb, I think. This is an herb. Medicine. So there's this cold medicine, flea repellent, and tummy medicine. So you can create them by using this one. So for example, this herbs that you can pick up on the road. So we have citronella that is picked up here in the town, and then outside in the savannah, I believe we have the milk thistle, and then we have basically anywhere you can pick herbs. So as to how you can create them, so you need oils. For example, I'll just pick this wild sunflower oil just to show you how you can create this one. So in the belt, you have to click on a random spot and then craft, and then you can find these here. So these are important in making sure that your animals stay healthy. So that's how it's done, and then you add it all together. So basically you need 2 herbs and 1 oil to craft what do you call this, a medicine. So for this one, as you can see, so I'm already familiar with the game, so I know that this is a flea sickness. So and then this one is, I believe, cold. Yeah, cold. And I think there was another one. This one is cold too. So basically, you have to make sure that your animals are healthy and well fed. So I'll show you later where you can check whether they're well fed or not. And then you have to clean their poop as well. So this can be converted into fertilizer or compost. So in Stardew Valley, it's called fertilizer, but here it's called compost. So since I've already healed them, so I can bring them outside. So for the others, I believe they're already in the learning station, so I don't have to talk to them every day. So for this one, so I can see that this one has fleas, so I can use that to him or her. This is flea. Then you can interact with them, flea. So how I identify over the years, just like in-game years, I've kind of figured out how each sickness looks like. Like for cold, it's usually the blue one. So this one is tummy, since this is red. So and then this one is cold because it's blue. So I sort of understood it, like playing this game for too long made me memorize how each sickness is presented basically. Then you clean. So for so basically in summary, animals yield milk, fur, and eggs. So I'll just have I usually just get the milk first because I convert them to aged cheese. But for the fur, you can actually take your time as to when you want to convert it to yarn. So this one, I can see this is all, like, these are flea related stuff. So you might ask, okay, why are your animals having so much sickness? So I don't visit them every day actually. So I just chose this day since I'm doing this video walkthrough. But from what I'm noticing, it seems like their stuff is spreading around if you don't treat them immediately. So I believe it has been a week since the last time I interacted with them. So I'm getting all the milk, so I can convert them to cheese. And then, so this is just a strategy I do just to make sure I can track who else is sick. So this is flea. So the horse and the this jungle fowl, I'm not sure if they're considered chicken, but they are unlocked further in the game. So you have to play for quite a long time. I also have this shortcut of sorting stuff since I like things to be sorted. And then convert that to compost. And then you can also call your mount here. Yeah, so this is basically what I'm just doing. So I'm just completing all these upgrades so that, yeah, I think after I do this, maybe I might be satisfied for this first round of playing, maybe start a new one. Okay, so the next thing I'm building is, so I've taken note of what I need to upgrade, so that's why I kind of memorize what I need to get. So it's in a separate note sheet that I'm maintaining. 30 gold and 25 beryl. So it's really useful for you to maximize the use of what do you call this, rings, or like the upgrades or like power ups in terms of like mining or whatsoever, so that you can maximize your. So this is my tree farm. Maximize your outputs for the ores farm. So this is my tree farm. So I basically planted all fruit trees here. And then strategically, I wanted everything like to be like easy access. So originally, I placed all my storage up near my house, but in terms of like efficiency in delivering or like storing them, I can't keep on bringing them forever. So say for example, I need to go mining, so I have to go back and forth to the house just to deliver it. So I just transfer it here. Okay, it did not work, so it should be. So I make sure that everything that needs to be removed is removed, and then the mushrooms go here. Okay, and then where's my horse and my ostrich? Okay, there. So that's my fruit tree. So this is where I store the trees that I bought. So this is what you call the, like, I'm not sure what you call this one, big press. Let me see. Water wheel. So you can manually set what tool you want to use. So I'll show later how, if you do not use the water wheel, how do you do these things. But basically the water wheel centralizes all needed actions here in this spot. So I'm gonna get all of these and then introduce you to my crops farm. So this is my mushroom farm. So it's like just to maximize the space, and this is my herb farm. So I just placed one herb per herb type. Herb farm per herb type, and then this is my honey, and this is my crop farm. So I bought the lanterns from Reese. So she's the decorating person here. And what's beautiful about Roots of Pacha is that when you have to accomplish something, you can you can find the person on that specific journal entry, or whatever you call that. So since I need to go to VAC, I know where to find him. So I want to get my stuff upgraded. So this is where I believe where Reese usually stays. So that is Ata. Where was that person again? Just have to go up, and then there you find the person. And then we get to view upgrade. So this is what we wanted to upgrade, and then there, that's that. So that's Crawl. That's the person who does the upgrades in the farmhouses. So here in this crops farm, you can see this. So I placed a learning station here as well. So what the kids will do is that if there are crops growing around the area, they'll harvest it and place it inside here. And then they'll also turn this, I forgot what, the irrigation tank or pump on as well. So that's it. Yeah. Oh, so this is another farm. So given that majority of the artisan items here need to be crafted using hardwood, so that's why I have a hardwood form, like the birch tree I showed you that I bought that from Igrork. So that's the use of it. Actually, this is the first time that I'm harvesting amaranth. So I'm actually not sure if this is a vegetable or, oh, it's a grain. So I'll also explain what the different types of um, tools there are. So plant knowledge up. So basically, I believe the max is 5, and then the higher the plant knowledge is, that the higher chance of yielding higher quality crops, I think. So I'm not pretty sure what that is. So yeah, so that's not yet done. So this is the pickler, the vinegar pickler. This is the pickler. So what usually happens is that you place all qualified vegetables, root crops here, and then you turn it into a pickled something. And this one is the vinegar pickler. I really believe that's what it's called. A vinegar fermenter. So this creates a vinegar. So you have to input, or they have to place wine here, and then this one is the fermenter. So actually you can ferment lots of stuff like water, animal, vegetable, milk, grain. But for me, I primarily use grains for this one, because for vegetables you can pickle them. For milk, you can turn them into cheese. And then I don't do that much fishing anymore, but when you're at the beginning of the game, it's very much ideal that you do fishing, because that's where you can get money. So, or like, I guess, given that you only have little capabilities in terms of like what you can do in the game due to the money that you have, so it's pretty much ideal that you do fishing. So I just did a mental math. So I kind of memorized that I need to do 25 sets each, because that's how I set this up. So yeah, for grains, I usually do fermenters. There's the beautiful thing about Roots of Pacha is that you can actually there's no waste of space. You don't have to like intentionally place some space in between just so you can get rid. Oops. So for this one, I think this one is the brewer. For the brewer, you can actually brew so many stuff. So you can brew the grains, or like the fermented grains, such as this one. This turns into beer. These are honey output. So this becomes mead. I'm not sure how is that pronounced. And this one, for juices, they turn into wines, of which later on you can place in the vinegar fermenter to create vinegar, and then the output vinegar you can use for the pickler. So I think I'm using this one. Wait, let me check. Oh, yeah, I'm using the kohlrabi juice for fermenting. So I usually use the lower quality wines to turn them into vinegar, and then for the higher quality ones, they go to the cask, which becomes aged wine. So aging's the stuff. This is a grain, so I can ferment it. So for the aged things, you can it actually increases their price. So this is an example of the wine that I'm turning into vinegar. So it's time to pickle some stuff. So I know it's like I need 25. So I need one more. And each vinegar actually has its own lifespan. Like you can only, say for example, if you use beets, I believe you can use it 5 times. For tomato, you can only use it 3 times, and etc. etc. So I haven't really understood, like documented everything yet. So I'm not sure what is the time, like lifespan, or like how many usage does each have. Oops. So I think I need 7. So that's how the pickler works. And then on my case, I don't usually ship everything, so I will just transfer them here. And then for the lower quality oils, I keep them so that I can turn them into the medicine I showed earlier. And then for so this is the, I believe this is the spindle whirl, this is the mortar and pestle, this is the press. So if you do not use the water wheel, then you can definitely use those items. However, it's gonna really take some time, so it's better for you to use the water wheel instead of like doing things manually. So I like to sort things by value, so I know which one to convert first and which one to convert later. So, well, the timing is great. So this is the cask. So this is where I use my hardwood and the wine that I showed earlier. So for the first half, I usually place cheese here as well. But given that I just harvested the cheese just now, so I have no time to do that. So I'll do this first. So let's do a quick comparison as to how much the cask improves the value of your crop, or like the wine you wanted to ship. So unfortunately, you have to do this manually. So compared to Stardew Valley, wherein you just have to input, just place the wine directly into the cask. Roots of Pacha takes a different route, wherein you need to add hardwood, or I believe the other one is was that vinegar? I forgot. Which actually we can see it here, I believe. Hardwood, herb, or the other one is herb. Yeah. If you place hardwood and then the herb here, so I tried getting so many milk thistles because they're easily accessible during winter and also in the savannah, but it should only be just like an herb like oregano, parsley. So yeah, that's why I choose hardwood and just keep a hardwood farm instead. So this is aged beets wine. So the current value is 896 for best quality. So let's check. So it's from 256, it has changed to 800. So it increased 340 in value. Broccoli wine for better quality is 931, and this one is so 931 minus 266. So there's quite a variance there. So it really does improve the value in itself. So I believe I have 94. So I'll just get this. I'll get all of these. I'll just have the milk cheese later. So this is how you add stuff. So I like to do it per line. So when I go here, that's how it's. Oops, sorry. So what I like about this one is that in Stardew Valley, I believe you have to wait for seasons before you can harvest the aged stuff. Although the longer you wait, the higher value it is. I believe that it becomes an iridium starred wine. So this one, you don't necessarily have that concept of iridium starred wine or whatsoever. It depends upon the base value of the crop or like the wine that you place. So that's it. So I'll also quickly show you around the remaining pieces of the farm before I pass out again because it's already nighttime. So you can call your amount easily using these items. And these torches, I bought them manually from Reese. So if you want to decorate your farm, you can do so. So this is my shed. So this is where I place. So I just place a random shed. I wanted to keep track or like maybe just the base products of these. So when I do get to the point that I need to cook them or whatsoever, I have a supply here. Although most of the wikis say you don't really have to store them, but I guess just learning from playing the other farming games, it's good to really keep them. I just decorated this place myself. So let's just quickly run through this part of the farm. So this is how it looks like. So I have a secondary farm, so my secondary learning station is here because I have an irrigation pump here. And then this is my hardwood farm, so I just have to cut them down and then replant if I need to. So yeah, I'll just quickly harvest these as well, given that I don't have new ones to place here anyway. So I'm planning to expand these as well because I still have space. As you can see here, I have like a very huge walkway. So I'm planning to expand them, but I'm just balancing out my hardwood needs and this one. So let's see. So this is how I like store everything first and then just ship it at the end of the season or at the end of the year. So I have like, because I don't really need the money right now, given that I have quite a lot of money to use. So I just keep them there and just have the satisfaction of being able to ship a huge amount by the end of a certain time. So yeah, I think that's it. So quick run through. Oh wait, let me get this. So I will use this by the next season. I tend to forget when it's the start of the season. Oops. So there are two ways you can do: inspect and then manually place it there, or just select it from your belt and then place it there. So this is how my house looks like. So I can't decorate the cooking area because I believe this is like preset. But all the other things here, just place it. I wanted the place to be, oh, I can no longer pass by. But I wanted the place to be colorful. That's why it looks like that. And then you can turn on off these stuff. So if it's good night, then you can turn it off. Oh, I can pass by here. But I don't want to turn it off because I don't like the place to be dark. So this one too. And then you can change how each plants or pots would look like. So I just want the flower because it's colorful like that. And these are all sunflower mats, and then you can turn on. So I guess that's it for my day one walkthrough. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Bye.